So the 15th of August, that particular year, 1960, was a beautiful day. And the next morning it was even calmer. The sea was like a mill pond. And Seamus, of course, Seamus Organ was the third member. Seamus was always the one with the bright ideas. Come on lads, he says, we'll go to Wales tonight. Oh well, we thought, not a bad idea, there's nothing else on like at the moment. We might as well go. We got a few bottles of water and a bit of cheese, and Lucas ate it, I remember. Hopped into the canoe that night on the beach, and we shoved off. And I mean, the weather stayed like that all the next day. And then the next night, which would have been 24 hours after we left here, we eventually made it in, but we had terrible trouble the last few miles in, because Strumblehead is where we landed. The tide comes down Carrington Bay and it shoots out then at Strumblehead, out going into the Irish Sea. And we were trying to get in against that. So we three of us had to paddle non-stop for 6 hours.
So decided on the 16th of August.
16th of August.
They decided to go
1960
to go to Wales. Three names were Seamus Horgan, Peter Donegan, and Peter Sinnott.
And how old would they have been?
Peter was 18. Peter Donegan was 20.
Yeah.
And Seamus Horgan was 21.
Right.
And away they went. They left that night about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they had only a bar or two of chocolate and some watering, that's all. And
So they didn't tell their parents?
No. So they were looking for him, couldn't find him. And airplanes were going over and cheaply checked, couldn't see him. But they could see the planes. They passed by the...
How long did it take them to get to Strumblehead?
This was 18 hours.
So that's 18 hours from
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah.
And that's
was,
quite some going, really, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That was in the evening time, so it took them 6 hours then to get into Strumblehead. The tides were so strong. So eventually they got in about 12 o'clock at night time, say 11, 12.
So they must have been paddling
24
then.
hours.
24 hours. Wow. Adventure.
Well, it's a thing that nobody would do really now,
Yeah.
because you can't,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't be allowed to do it in the
Yeah.
first place. I mean, they were just 3 foolhardy boys to come and do it.
Yeah.
Got away with it.
Yeah. As the Irish do.
65 miles in a canoe
Yeah.
with no safety harness, no nothing. So,
He's exhausted.
well, the worries, I presume, but where they went in then, the Strumblehead, at the time the rock face then, up,
Yeah.
they knocked on the back of the door there, and this fella came out, opened the door, and he said, "We've been looking for you." He phoned the police. The police came and got the boys and put them into Locking for the night. Give them something to eat.
Really?
So, but they wanted to row the canoe back,
Yeah.
so they locked them up in cells so that they couldn't get out.
What the guys do?
Are you Peter? The two Peters, right?
Yeah.
Seamus Donegan, I met him, but I didn't know him well enough.
Yeah.
But they were,
So would it be fair to say that Peter was a close friend of yours?
he was.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the boat or anything,
Yeah.
but just know them fairly well.
Yeah.
And so we're friends. We spent his ashes yesterday. Oh, I'm Strumblehead.
Right.
Yeah, that was his wish
It was.
for some of his
Yeah.
ashes to be spread on Strumblehead. So we did that yesterday. So we came back here, then we had a little drink for him,
Yeah. The tradition is that you come here once a year,
Yes.
whenever you can, and you come to this particular pub, the
Yes.
Glendower
Yeah.
in Goodwick,
Yeah.
and you have a couple of beers for him every year.
Yes, we do. We come for on the Friday.
Yeah.
I go back on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we are with the locals here. We have a drink with them and
Yeah.
bit of fun. Music at night time.
Yeah.
And that's it. We've been coming here now. He came over here the first year, was it 1990, I think it was?
1990. So originally, this sort of, I'd like to call it a pilgrimage,
Yeah.
happened with the surviving guys
Yes,
from the boat trip,
yes.
and it's just carried on and carried
Carried on. You see, what happened was then the next year, we've been doing that for that length time, been coming here for
30 years.
29 years, 28, 29 years.
Yeah.
So,
But wouldn't it be marvellous if it continued forever?
well, it would be.
Yeah.
Yes.